Hello everyone, it's Joel Davis with United Medical Transportation Providers Group, and you are thebroker.com, helping you to build a highly effective and highly profitable broker business. Well, it's been a long time. It's been about 5 weeks. Many of you have been asking where the fat man has been. I have been all over the place over the last 5 weeks-ish. I've been everywhere from the Soviet Socialist state of Illinois all the way down to God's free country in Texas. Was down there looking at some property, looking to relocate down there. Spent considerable time down in the southeast. Spent time with a lot of my contractors. Met with some strategic partners. Pursuing some new opportunities. I am definitely the poster child for never say never. I'm actually going to invest into a couple of unique vehicles, really only as an opportunity to expedite maximizing some opportunities. So I'm personally going to purchase some vehicles and then owner finance them back to some of my guys. So I haven't done that since 2013. In 2013, I had 3 box trucks and as many crews, and I was owner financing them back to my crews. So that way, by 2014, I was completely 1099 contractor based, which we still are. But again, just to maximize some opportunities that are growing. Man, I'll tell you, it is absolutely crazy. In talking with some of my guys out there, we are in the breadbasket of the world. And you look at just a few months ago, we were energy independent and net exporters. And yet over the last few months, under sleepy, creepy dementia patient with the cackling sidekick Medusa, you got gas lines, you got increased gas prices. We all see the train wreck that's coming with inflation. You got the price of lumber up something like 300%. Inflated labor rates are just crazy because no one wants to work. Everyone's getting their $600 a week and their $1,400 stimulus check. If you're an illegal and you're up here in our communist state of New York, if you're an illegal, you're getting something like $14,000 bonus for being illegal, something crazy like that. Man, if you cannot, for those of you who are new to this channel, let me preface everything by saying I am not politically correct. I have very much a flippant attitude because I can. I don't monetize this channel. I don't need your money. I don't need your comments below. That's why I have them all inactive. My honeypots, my money makes me more money than my business does itself, so I'm good. So if you're watching this, if you're new to this channel, can you have the same flippant attitude? No, absolutely not. If you're building your home care, your NEMT, your courier business, or whatever it is, obviously you have to be much more diplomatic. I have the luxury and the ability where I don't have to be. So until you're in that same situation, you gotta, be a little bit more diplomatic so you can build that business. But man, for some of you knee bender social justice warriors who voted for this sleepy, creepy dementia patient with a cackling sidekick Medusa, first and foremost, we all know who won. So let's not get this twisted. We know who won. So this commander and thief, these policies are absolutely phenomenal. How are they working out for you? So if you're one of those dingbats that voted for this insanity, how's that working out for you? Again, we are in the breadbasket of the world with so much resources and opportunities, and we got people waiting in lines for gas. Some of my contractors are going to fill up their trucks in the middle of the night or late at night to avoid the lines so they can operate all day. But man, you are in the breadbasket of the world for opportunity. Why would lumber? We have more lumber than anything, and yet it's inflated up to like 300% or something crazy like that, whatever it is. There's too much data and statistics. I can't follow it all right now. I got so many things to get caught up on. But anyways, my point to all this is I'm the poster child for never say never. So what I'm going to do when I dig out from some of this work, I'm going to put together a DVD specifically talking about how my business has continued to change over the last year, especially during the scamdemic, and definitely now with sleepy, creepy dementia patient with the cackling sidekick Medusa. Because again, we are actually as bad as it sounds, we're actually doing really well because nobody wants to work. That's why, look, man, these policies were social engineered for this. Just crush the middle class, keep the lower class dependent on the big government. That's how you divide and conquer. That's how you manipulate and control everything. That's what it's designed for. Again, if you're a knee bender or social justice warrior, I'm sure you already checked out by now. If you're still watching, I got to ask why. I'd encourage you to unsubscribe. But anyways, I'm going to put a DVD together at some point in time in the near future. When I get done with that, I'll let you know so you can correspond your shipping address with Amelia. So if you're an active licensee or if you've been studying the training material, I'll make sure we get you that DVD. If you're in the NEMT industry, especially if you're one of these dingbats that voted for this insanity, how are these gas prices working out for you? How is this inflation working out for you? Because at the end of the day, especially if you're in bed with all these brokers, I mean, have they increased their rates of reimbursement generously to help you out? I doubt it, but I guess that's a topic for another day. Some of the big questions we've had are regarding the one-on-one coaching. Listen, I'm going to be honest with you. I personally only work with one-on-one. I'm not going to do your consults. I did that 20 years ago. 15 years ago. I don't waste my time with that nonsense anymore. So for some of you with your hate emails of, well, if I can't get a free consultation, that I'm not going to do one-on-one, then we're not going to do one-on-one. Well, if you can't do Zoom calls with me, I'm not going to do one-on-one with you, then we're not going to do one-on-one with you. You're not hurting me. You're not. I promise you, you're not hurting me. You're just denying yourself great opportunity. You're not hurting me. You're hurting yourself. So for some of you who are offended that one-on-one coaching is predominantly through email, working with me is not good for you. It's not going to happen. For those of you that want a scheduled itinerary, that is the stupidest thing out there. So when people ask us, well, what's the itinerary for one-on-one? That is the stupidest question. I'm just going to be honest with you. Everybody has a unique situation. You have a different start point, different finances, different community dynamics, different market opportunities, different contract opportunities, different levels of competition and volume of competition, different rates of reimbursement. The variables go on and on. When you retain my services for one-on-one coaching, my job is to put you in the best possible position. I'm going to take your puzzle pieces, put the best possible mosaic together to put you on the best trajectory. Bottom line. And no one has the same start point. Everybody is different, has different circumstances, as I've just discussed. So if you are serious about one-on-one, feel free to reach out to us. If you have general questions, feel free to ask my team. They're going to give them to you. But understand, I am not wasting my time talking to anybody who's not a one-on-one client. I'm just going to be honest with you because I know that game. Well, can I talk to Joe? Can I just do a quick call? Can I do a 5-minute call? Your 5-minute call turns into 15, turns into 30. And many times it's my fault because I enjoy talking and I enjoy conversing, strategizing, things like that. So I know that game. And then I'm not wasting my time because my time is exceptionally valuable and time is limited. Now, you may not have the same value of your time as I do, but that's your choice, not mine. No, I mean, bottom line. So I'm not going to understand this crystal clear. So for those of you haters that continuously contact us, because I've seen some of the emails, I got 1,000,001 emails in here, and you're complaining because we won't do phone consult. Well, you either get it or you don't. You're not hurting us. I get that. But you need to understand it as well. There's a value on time. Time is precious. So for those of you who have considered one-on-one coaching, that's great. Here's the most important message. Here's the most important takeaway from this video, from my rant. We know what's coming. We are already in the midst of a train wreck. Gas prices are going up, inflation, everything, food, everything's gone up. We know what's coming. You could see the train coming. You cannot save your way through an inflation. You have got to grow your way through the inflation. You've got to find ways to increase the top line while improving the bottom line. Bottom line. That's it. Case closed. There's the golden nugget from this video rant. Take it and run with it. We know what's coming from. It's a byproduct of what many of you dingbats voted for. The sleepy, creepy dementia patient with the cackling sidekick Medusa. You cannot think that you're going to contract and save your way through an inflation. You are not. It's not going to work. You've got to grow your way through. And here's the problem. It's going to be hard. It is. It's hard. You got to say to yourself, and for those of you watching this and you know who you are, you're more interested in being a social media guru, building your LinkedIn page, your Facebook page, You want to post how awesome, and you want all your likes. You want to get all the likes you can. So you post your stupid feel-good fluff that has no value, no utility. It does not help people connect the dots. It gives you just one glimmer of feel-good fluff. Absolutely worthless is the stuff you wipe your butt with. But man, you feel good putting those links together and posting how awesome the stimulus bill is. How is that working out for you? And you got to ask yourself, is the government putting policies before you that make your job easier? Easier to make money, easier to build your business, easier to employ people, easier to put food on the table, easier to help others, easier to build your inheritance so that, as the Bible says, you leave an inheritance for your children's children. Are the policies that you knee-bender social justice dingbats that you voted for, that you espouse, are they helping you accomplish those? Because I know they're not. Now, I know that you might culturally or because of your family, my dad always voted for Looney Tunes. My mom's a Looney Tune, so I got to be a Looney Tune. I get that. I understand that the family ties, but at some point in time, you're going to have to wake up. You're saying, man, it's like putting a noose around your neck and just growing into the noose, and then you eventually strangle yourself. You're insane. So can you see why many of you snowflakes, you should still not be, you got to unsubscribe. You should still not be watching this video if you got to this point. But as I digress, the main takeaway from this video is you've got to dig your heels in and you've got to push through and you've got to grow. The only way through this inflation is growth. Bottom line, you've got to grow your way through. You're never going to save your way through an inflation. It's not going to happen. You're not going to save your way through an inflation. You've got to be able to grow. And it's sad because so many of you who I'm working with, NEMT and home care business, you're having a hard time finding employees because people are lazy. They're sitting at home. They're making more money sitting at home than they are at work. And you think that was an accident? That was socially engineered by the government. The government creates the problem, then they get involved, thinking they're going to solve the problem. But they know that their true intent is to create more problems to make you more dependent. And that's what happens. It's all part of the strategy to crush the middle class, divide and conquer, control and manipulate. Bottom line. But as I digress, be prepared, dig your heels in. You've got to grow and scale your way through this as hard as it is for some of you in some locations. And I know you're going to have to overpay. You're going to have to overpay some of your employees, which makes it places all the more burden on you to be more efficient, more creative, more strategic, because you can't rely on Medicaid brokers to give you enough money. They're not going to increase their rates of reimbursement with the increasing fuel costs, the increasing labor costs. They're not going to be generous and help you with that. You got to grow your business. Again, for those of you who are active licensees or you studied the training material, I'll keep you posted on that DVD. We'll get that out to you. Again, I'll let you know. Either way, I got a lot to do, a lot of things to undig from and being gone for these last 5 weeks, just under 5 weeks. It was great meeting with many of you. Enjoyed it, appreciate it. Stay tuned, more to come. Plan to dig through and grow through this impending crisis because it's coming. The good news is it's not going to last forever. We know who won. Stay tuned. More to come. When you do, I'll see you at the top.